So first and 10 now from the 30.
Right, check, right, left, right, right. Check view. Ready?
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Not a lot of running room there. Not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7.
Right, 60.
Back to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is third and 7.
Ultra.
They'll set up a throw. Rolling to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. First and goal. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's second down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Fournette going to be stopped before he can get moving forward as he'll lose a couple back to the 5-yard line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. So on fourth down, Ritter heads to the sideline. Younghoe Koo gets set for the Atlanta field goal. And that is no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. So this home crowd not too enamored with what they saw right there. They wanted their guys to go for it on fourth and goal. They settled for the field goal try, Charles. Ultimately, they get nothing.
Yeah, it turns out that they were correct. I thought the decision to take the 3 was the right one, but because of the miss, it's real easy to second-guess now.
Murray and the Cardinals with a first and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
First carry for James Conner. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Again, it's Conner. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. To throw, it's Murray. And he's got it complete to Anderson. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
Omaha.
Murray now on first down. He'll dump this one off to Connor. On the move past the 40. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
That's going to be a good matchup for him. Using him out of the backfield and telling those linebackers, hey, you're not only going to have to try and run with him, but you're going to have to try and tackle him in the open field.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Murray getting this out wide. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Falcons grab it. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. They'll set up to throw. A pass underneath to Fournette. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll try and run the option left side. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Algier now up the middle. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
Here we go. Ready?
Right back to Pitts again. And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. The Falcons at 4-11 on the year. And they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
52 blasters.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. This offense 2 for 2 on third downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it. 20, 10, and they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets him on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick 6.
And I know from experience throughout the week when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick 6s and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive line.
Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
Taken from about the 12. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right,
throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. So the false start will back them up 5. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Here we go.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. They'll look to throw here.
Well, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the third time. Picked up by Marco Wilson. And the Cardinals are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Murray's going to keep it again.
And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. He's able to call his own number for 8 that time, but it leaves him with a third down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On play action, it's Murray. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Yannick Ngakoue able to record his 5th sack of the season. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright. And the lead will hold at 13.
I don't care who you are. 60 yards is a very ambitious attempt. Hard to make even in practice in the best of conditions. And now, worst of all, you give the other guys the ball to start their drive at midfield.
Fournette, a first down carry.
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. On second down, here's Fournette. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
On third down, he'll drop to throw.
Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete.
Touchdown, Falcons!
Kyle Pitts
With touchdown number 8 on the year.
And the Falcons have got it back to within a score.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now 13-7.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This taken in at the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You know, always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown.
Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then, bam, they give up a touchdown one play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing a comeback. That momentum right back the other way.
Well, that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to help their offense, not give up another touchdown.
Extra point good by Prater. And the lead now stands at 13. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Fournette running wide side. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Ritter on target to Pitts for a Falcon first down.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Inside handoff now to Fournette.
Tackled by Isaiah Simmons.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Marco Wilson. And the Cards are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw. Because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Pass to the right, and he's got McBride.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. From his own end zone now, it's Murray. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
After that play, I think we know one quarterback will be extremely happy if his defense can hold the opposing team to a field goal here.
Here we go. Striker, 3-3.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
They started this drive backed up against the wall by the turnover. But I love their fight. Planted their feet and forced the incompletion on first down.
On the draw, this is Fournette.
And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15.
The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. Back to throw here.
That ball is caught. It's London for the Atlanta touchdown.
A 14-yard touchdown.
And the Falcons get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the lead will shrink to 6.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. taken at the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
They're on 31-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense, as they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage, if he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when...
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Murray. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 26. Give them 18 on the play. Murray now on 1st down. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Murray. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Robbie Anderson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cardinals will extend their lead here just before halftime. Prater for the extra point. And the lead now stands at 13.
Cardinals 27, Falcons 14.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
On the set. 22 needle. Cut.
And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Play action. Now it's Murray. That's going to be caught downfield by Anderson. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 27 yards there, a first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
On 1st and 10 is Connor. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
On 2nd and 11 now. Murray. He's going to look deep end zone for Hopkins. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins. 44 yards. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored again. And now here is another interception. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Cardinals are going to take possession of the football. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard. But also, you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Murray giving to Connor on the option. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Hey.
On 2nd and 15 now. Murray. And out of bounds right around the 20. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Partner, was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on second down.
And that is incomplete.
It's been a fun game for him so far, but I think he tried to do just a little too much that time. Give the defense a rare win on that snap.
Prater's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away. I absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Grady Jarrett picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And you get the feeling, Charles, yeah, he's got the 2 sacks now, but he may get more here. We've still got a quarter and then some to go.
And the way that he is playing this game, it reminds me of one of the best golfers in the world who can use every club in the bag and make a great shot. That's what he's doing with his pass rush moves right now, showing a little bit of everything. They have no way of stopping him.
Murray with a 3rd and long. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game. Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game. Extra point good by Prater, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. And after the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
And my goodness, another interception. Jalen Thompson picks it, and the Cards will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Throwing now is Murray.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Here's Murray. Looking for Ertz, but it's intercepted.
And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football.
Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there? Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
Down to the 25. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
So he is able to turn that into positive yardage, but I think it's fair to say that those are not the shots you're wanting your quarterback to have to absorb.
And he has to know sometimes when to say when. You have to know when to give yourself up, and let's face it, not easy for these guys to do because they're competitors as well. But sometimes you do learn your lesson the hard way, as he did there.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
So they got the turnover, started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. Goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And, boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're just looking for more of the same. Great first half so far. Good second half. And sometimes, I guess, maybe, Charles, these coaches, they don't have to tell these guys much when they're rolling like they're rolling right now.
You're exactly right. I've heard stories of some of the best coaches in our time or any time having grabbed their staffs at halftime and said, guys, they're playing really well. Don't go in there and give them a whole lot of stuff. Just pat them on the back, and essentially the speech at halftime is, let's go, guys, and that's it.
Yeah, no one's upset the apple cart so far. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. Marquise Brown, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year. And the Cardinals get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team.
Matt Prater to kick off for Arizona.
Here's Prater now set to kick it away. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback.
Here we go, set.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here. Things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season. But in this one, their defense has really struggled. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. They're going to look to throw. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Back to throw again. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. Well, CD, that helps the home team as they try to erase this deficit. Give them the penalty for pass interference on the defense.
Yeah, and they certainly haven't been happy with what they've seen so far, have they? They're certainly hoping that that call now might get the fans back into this one.
You ain't going nowhere.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 48 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Rail green.
They'll look to throw. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdes-Scantling. And they're going to be set up now with a ball at the 13-yard line. Now, fourth quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better.
Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And he is going to lose yardage here. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defense.
Touchdown, Falcons! Drake London with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Falcons get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that trims the lead a bit, but still standing at 26 points. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the 4th. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Connor going to get it again on 2nd down. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13.
And that's the type of run that you'll live with. In this game, he's had a good number of carries. He's just been unable to really break off anything substantial.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Murray a give. This is Connor. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Now Murray. It's complete to Hopkins. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
They have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start, and pass plays like we just saw, they're continuing their dominance here despite the big lead in the 4th quarter.
And that they have in every way, and plays like that across all phases of the game, they've just been